Well, I heard about Jesus growing up, like all of us have. I grew up most of my life, 30 years, skeptical. I didn't even really know the difference between Jesus and God and why his name was used interchangeably. I was confused. I didn't understand, and I didn't read the Bible much. A little over a year and a half ago, I started reading the Bible every night. And you know when someone says something or you read something that just makes too much sense? That was, as I was reading the parables that Jesus had spoke through, there were things that when I was reading it, I'm sitting there going, oh my God, I think he might be real. And though as I continued to read the word, that's what spoke out to me most, was the things that he was talking about, the way that we should live, the way that we should view the world, our actions, and how we should love one another. So when I was at my lowest moment of my life, I had confessed sin that had been a part of my life for a little over 30 years. It stayed with me for a long time, and it kind of ate away at me for a long time. When I came to that point of confession after a long time of reading the Bible and reading the Word, the grace that I had received it rocked me. It kind of crippled me in a way that I had never felt before. And that was the defining moment that changed my life. Before Christ, I was a glass half empty person. I feel like there's either a glass half full or a glass half empty. And I was a glass half empty person. What I did as that person was consume. I consumed everything that the world told me was good for me, that I needed to consume. Everything. And when you do that, it's as if there is a hole in the bottom of that glass. And every time you consume, it's almost like more comes out. And that's how I was. I was very selfish. I was very discontented. And after I met Christ, I flipped. Because of him, I view things from a viewpoint of just general optimism. It's not the end of the world when these things happen, because I know that God has preordained these events to happen. He is the author of my life. He is the author of all of our lives. And that's what's really, perspective has been the biggest shift for me, honestly, since I met Christ. I thought I had a community before I met Christ. I thought that I had so many friends. I thought that, I had it perfect. That's what I thought. That's what I told myself. After I met Christ, my family, my wife, my kids, our community has multiplied so much. I have so many friends, and I'm going to speak to the men specifically, of the men who have become a part of my life, that have breathed life into me, have poured into me, who have taught me and have held me accountable, have helped me learn so much about essentially who I am as a son of Christ. And the love that comes with that, my wife experiences it, my children experience it. It has shifted, it has changed our lives, period. It's just, I'm very thankful. And I'm very thankful for the community that we're a part of. If you are unsure about Jesus, if you're unsure about God, if you are skeptical, suspicious, I understand. That was me. I get it. That was me about a year and a half ago. And that's okay. But you're listening to this, so there's something to it. And if you are a person who is seeking, if you're desperate, if you're hurting, I understand that too, because that was also me. What I can tell you is that if you will seek him, if you will read his word, if you will read what he said and what he has spoke to us, if you read that, if you seek him, if you pray to him, he will respond to you. It might not be in the way that you want it to be. It might not be when you want it to be. But when you need him the most, he will respond to you.